So is Donald Trump looking at workarounds to, I don't know, essentially shadow the Federal Reserve in terms of policy?
That's a really interesting word you just used, shadow. So there's a man, he's a billionaire, his name's Scott Bessent, and he spoke to Barron's magazine recently, and he put together the idea of having a shadow Federal Reserve chair. Now, this idea is that Donald Trump, he would nominate a Jerome Powell successor as soon as he enters the Oval Office. Thereby, everyone focuses mainly on what this incoming chair would say, as opposed to what Jerome Powell would do over the next 2 years. So that is quite a coincidence as you're using the word shadow. Now, when it comes to Jerome Powell, he's slashing interest rates. If you look at the summary of economic projections and all the commentary coming from both Jerome Powell and his colleagues, they're lowering interest rates. That is the objective right now. And they said that if the labor market suddenly weakens out of nowhere, then they're going to be more aggressive in cutting interest rates. So the Fed is lowering interest rates. The Fed is doing exactly what Donald Trump would want to happen. And now, considering there's a lag effect in monetary policy, these rate cuts, despite the grievances by Trump and his allies, it's perfect timing, because by the time he enters the Oval Office, the lag effect is usually between 4 and maybe 24 months. Though there's debate on that, which you can read at LibertyNation.com, of course. But overall, this unwinding of restrictive monetary policy is going to benefit the Trump administration when he in the early years of the second term.
Yeah, I think that's it's going to. Yeah, it looks like it will sort of catch him on the upswing. Combined with the other things that he's going to do, that he says that he's going to do, such as cutting gas prices in half, things like that. I think that will essentially have a cumulative positive impact all around. Your thoughts?
There's a but, though. There is a but.
Sure.
So Powell was asked about how a Trump presidency would impact monetary policy. So he said in the near term, the election is not going to affect the Fed's economic outlook. There's a but to that. He said that, but if, let's say, the administration's policies of tariffs were to create the expected inflationary effect, then the Fed may have to respond by either hitting the pause button on rate cuts or perhaps even imposing rate hikes. Now Jerome Powell, he said that it's very likely that the Fed's going to start raising rates, but all the market watchers and economists say that is a possibility if the aggressive tariff introductions by the second Trump term will lead to price pressures. Though that, of course, is a broader conversation which we could touch upon other minutes.